So what do you think National Coming Out Day represents?
I think, to me, it represents two main things. For those of us who are already out, it's kind of a celebration and affirmation of identity, and it gives us a chance to recognize ourselves. And it's a confirmation, but it's also supportive of people that aren't out yet, if they choose to use that day, or if they want to learn from people's experiences, because the whole community is celebrating. It's significant in that way.
I guess National Coming Out Day really just represents kind of the community really just kind of like banding together, creating programming to really just raise awareness of, you know, what we're all about and the things that we do, and kind of just show everybody that we're still just like everybody else, but you know, we do have, you know, certain things that we like to do, and yeah, really just creating awareness. So
National Coming Out Day, I didn't actually know about National Coming Out Day until probably my sophomore year in college. So
When
really
did you come out?
Really it's just been fun social events, kind of just networking with other community members is really all it's been with for me.
Well, coming out is a continual process, so having a National Coming Out Day basically perpetuates the cycle. It is a form of, well, not a form, but basically a time and a place to do what you do every day, which is come out. It's a celebration, and I feel it's really necessary to OSU, and more specifically the students, GLBT and A students of OSU, to have a National Coming Out Day.
Not just a time when people can come out of the closet, but also when people who have come out of the closet can encourage people who need support, and help people who might not be getting support get the strength to come out or look for support, or become more comfortable with themselves. And so I think it's important for those of the community who are out to help those who aren't on National Coming Out Day.
It's just kind of a release, I guess. National Coming Out Day, you can just finally admit it. You can feel comfortable with yourself. I think at least that's what I did at least for myself. Able to tell my friends. It's just a day where you just don't have to be afraid almost. Like other people are doing it, you feel more comfortable. My first boyfriend, actually, he came out on National Coming Out Day in front of a whole group of people because they brought people on stage when he was 15, actually, and came out in front of the whole crowd. So I think it's a very important day for the LGBTQA community. So.
Great.
And what does National Coming Out Day mean to you?
I think it's just a wonderful opportunity for people to feel welcomed, embraced, empowered, and even if it's something that a person has personally done, this is what it represents as an opportunity to just be who you are, if not maybe just for this 24-hour period, free of criticism and anxiety, and just feel loved for that person. I think that is so very important.
Oh, that's really sweet. I'm like tearing up. Yes, we all want to feel loved.
We just want to feel loved.
Yeah, I don't know. Who knows? It should be.
I think as an invisible minority, people that are different religions often are, and sexual orientation, you have to be careful because you don't know who you're speaking in front of sometimes, and you make a comment, you don't realize that you just made a big error because you assumed something, that either they were gay or identified as a different religion or anything else, maybe a different ability level. So you have to really be careful. You don't know who you're speaking in front of. That's something that it's really, really important to say. And also, don't say you have one friend who's gay, queer, lesbian, bisexual. That does not make you an authority on anything. Two doesn't count either. But you know, even as an ally, you're always learning, just being open-minded, and every person is unique, and treat each person different. It's because you think you know how someone is because you've had experience. It doesn't really always mean that until you have that experience with that individual.
What's been a challenge to you in your own allied development?
I'm a Southern woman raised in the Baptist church, right? So that's not the most friendly place for people who are LGBTQ. And so, throughout the years, and still even the church I attend now, the pastor is very much anti-gay marriage, blah, blah, blah. And I can certainly have an opposing view of him and not consider one or more of us right, per se. He's entitled to his opinion, I'm entitled to mine. But that doesn't make me any less a Christian. And I think that was the part of me really kind of pushing through and understanding that it makes me maybe more of a Christian, that I respect all wherever they're coming from and whatever places that's happening.
If you're at an event, well, why are you here? Sometimes they're suspicious. Oh, you're straight. Well, why are you here with us? This is a gay event. It's kind of a reverse discrimination. I've seen several times with several people that are just, I can see why you're just suspicious of outsiders. And once they get to know you and see who you are, realize there is no motive for you being there, they understand. But I've seen some of that even with people that are, you know, professionals in our field in student affairs.
I don't know, as far as coming out, gauge your atmosphere. If you really think your family might not take it, try to like get a different perspective, maybe talk with friends. Because I know that some people do have negative consequences come from it, that still don't talk to their families, and they're our age, I mean my age, so your age too. It's for me, it was me feeling comfortable with myself. I wasn't able to breathe anymore, it was too much anxiety, but as soon as it happened, I felt great, so hopefully other people can feel that same way.
Right. Okay.
I found Ohio State to be an extremely open and welcoming community in general, especially relating to my sexuality and sexual orientation. And there's so many clubs and organizations that you can get involved in. I would encourage anyone that's not, who might want to be involved, to join up. There's a list on the MCC website, I believe, of all the organizations. So if you're thinking about coming to Ohio State, then I want to affirm as an experience as a student who's gone to different schools, what a great place it is, and what a supportive community is. And encourage you to get involved, because some people feel kind of distant to the community or don't really know what to look for, and the MCC is a great resource for that.
That you draw other people in, and they may not even realize it. So I typically, when we get into conversations that maybe are unpopular, I find myself speaking up for that unpopular, side or what have you. And then other people say, you know what, wait a minute, what she said just made a little sense. And that's kind of cool, because really all I'm trying to do is really put out there a different view and a different perspective. But when other people agree and then they kind of find the merit in what you're saying, I think that helps, because then you start to kind of build this community of people that are willing to think a little bit different and be okay with that.
It's just really never be afraid of who you are. It doesn't matter like who you are, who you fall in love with, what your religion is. It really just doesn't matter. I mean, the people that you surround yourself with should be the people that really just love you and want to be around you for what you have, deep in your heart, rather than the, external things. So.